Funjelah podcast. Are you guys enjoying what you're listening to? Then pause right now, go leave us a review, and tell everybody why you love this podcast. Go text a friend to listen and tell them what your favorite episode was and tell them what you love about the podcast. On this episode, we have Kaitlyn Bristowe. You may know her from The Bachelorette, from winning Dancing with the Stars, from her own podcast, Off the Vine. She is a gem of a person. Loved this conversation. We had so much fun. I was a guest on her podcast, and now she's a guest on my podcast. So check out both of the episodes. And don't forget, I'm on tour. Go to my website, Anjelah.com. See when I'm coming to a city near you with the family reunion tour. And if you want to call, tell me what you're grateful for, what you're mad about, what's your attitude. Tell me, do you need advice? Ask us a question. You can either call us or email us. Danielle, go ahead and give them that information.
Yeah, so if you want to call and leave a voicemail, call us at 747-300-5380, or you can email us at funjelahpodcast@gmail.com, or, of course, on Anjelah's website, anjelah.com. There is a form you can fill out there as well.
There it is. So now you can enjoy this episode of Funjelah with Kaitlyn Bristowe. All right. Son, don't make noise.
Son.
Okay. He's my son. He's my firstborn.
Yeah, I birthed both my dogs.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
I did. I did, and I will take that to the grave. I fully believe,
Fully.
spiritually, if it didn't physically happen, spiritually it did in my mind.
100%.
Yeah, I'm glad you get that.
Are those your first dogs, the Pinot and Ramen?
Well, I had dogs growing up, and then when I got engaged on The Bachelorette, he had a golden retriever, so I got to adopt that one, but only for 3.5 years, which was very devastating. Yeah.
That was probably the saddest part.
I think that's why we stayed together for so long.
Uh-huh.
That dog was the glue to our relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. Yeah, it was another golden retriever, so I was obsessed.
Yeah. And that was your introduction to Goldens.
Yeah, I've always, since I was little, been drawn to Goldens. And then having one with Sean, I was like, oh my gosh, they're even better than I thought. And then these two rescuing, Goldens. Goldens are already so loyal and sweet. Then you rescue them, and they're like,
thank you.
Yeah. And they just love you, and I can't even describe it. I mean, you know.
Yeah. And you rescued yours from the bunny. What is it again?
Bunny's Buddies.
Bunny's Buddies.
Yes,
That's right. I remember.
yes.
I follow them, and they do amazing work, and they specialize in Goldens, I think.
Well, it's sad. So the reason that they find so many Goldens in South Korea and China is because they abuse them, and Goldens are the easiest to abuse because they're so loyal.
Oh no. I hate
know.
that.
I know. So they rescue a lot of Goldens over there.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, I'm glad you rescued them, gave them the most amazing life ever.
Yeah, they have a pool now. I didn't build that pool in my backyard for me. It's for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. They need their swim days.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in there with them, but
I've seen the videos of the Goldens that jump in the pool and then they don't want to get out.
Yes.
And they're just like, I have to go to work. Get out.
They're like, I retrieve ball in here. Throw me something. Yeah. That's my one dog, Ramen, will be that. And then Pinot is scared of the water but wants to go in so bad.
Aww.
But that's my fault because when I first got him, I was like, you're a golden. You love the water. And I jumped in with him and he was traumatized.
Oh, poor
and
baby.
I feel terrible. Yeah.
Oh, and now he's like, no, thank you.
Yeah, he just does this while he stands on the side.
Oh,
it's really
cutie.
Cute. Yeah, it's really cute. Yeah.
What a sweetie.
I know.
I'm so excited that we live 7 minutes away from each other. How fun was that? And then the maps took me the weirdest way to get to your house, every left, right, when I could have just did a beep bop and got to your house.
Yeah.
So dumb.
I took the beep bop.
You did beep bop. Good for you. Yeah. Don't listen to maps. Just beep bop your way over here next time.
What? Waze has really been douching us lately.
Yeah.
The Waze app is not it anymore.
No.
So I don't use that one.
It's now make an illegal U-turn.
I've been anti-Waze from the beginning.
Oh, you chime in. This is so fun. I thought I said something wrong. I was like, oh, sorry, I can't say douche.
Sorry.
You're anti-Waze?
Oh, yeah. I've never liked Waze. I always thought it was irritating. I always thought that they would be like, go this way. And it was always save 1 minute. But then it didn't actually save you a minute because now you're turning left into oncoming traffic.
Yes,
I agree.
No.
I only like it because it says when there's police.
Oh,
Yeah, but Google Maps,
I mean,
insider information. Google Maps purchased Waze a few years ago, so Google, who I've used forever, has all those same features.
Oh, good to know. Okay. Well, I just did what was it? Like a 15-hour road trip, and I had both up. I had Waze up just for the cops, and then I had Google Maps up to take me the right way.
All right. But now Google now pops up whenever there's a cop nearby.
That's so good to know.
I don't know if maybe it's like a setting you got to click on. I don't know, but I've had it now, and it'll also say like, object on the road or stalled
Pothole.
car as the same.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
All right.
All right.
Glad we talked about that.
This is
Vital
riveting information here. Listen. We were doing a science podcast episode on yours.
Yes.
We're getting very into scientific things.
Yes,
And here
that's so us.
we break down algorithms and IT.
Yeah. If you need like the most important information, you come to us.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Period.
Period.
Just everything. Sorry, this is like a producer question.
Yeah.
You were messing with the computer. Everything okay?
Oh yeah, I put it on do not disturb because somebody texted me, and then all of a sudden you disappeared, and I kept trying to find you, and I couldn't figure out how to find you, and now I found you.
That's why we talked about maps for like an unusual amount of time. We were just waiting for you to come back.
And this is why you hire somebody to be in the room on your professional podcast.
Well, I honestly that's just my girlfriend.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, she just knows what she's doing.
That's very nice.
Yeah, she's
okay.
Awesome. Yeah. So you usually have your husband. It's just like
Yeah.
somebody in the room.
Yeah, and he took the day off today.
Slacker.
That's my MADtitude. We talk about MADtitudes and gratitudes here.
I love that.
And so a MADtitude for me, well, yesterday I was talking about my MADtitude of gluing my eyelashes on incorrectly 3 times in a row.
Oh, Lord.
Pissing me right off.
Yep.
But today I actually did them right.
They look
So,
great.
Thank you so much.
You do a strip every day?
I do because, okay, I've gone through, I used to do the extensions where you go and you get them done.
Yeah.
In LA, I had a girl, fantastic.
Yeah.
She's 100%. Then I had a girl here who was the best I ever had in my entire life. She would do them and they would last for the entire month.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what kind of voodoo she did on my lashes. They would last for the entire month.
Wow.
Shout out to Erica. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Then she moved
Oh, Erica.
and she went back to California. So then I tried 3 different girls here and I could not find a girl who did my lashes right. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start doing the ones where you do them yourself.
Yeah.
I did Lashify.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It would last 2 days at the most. I'm like, I'm not doing it right. Then I tried Flutter Lash.
Never
Flutter
heard of it.
something. Flutter
It's Flutter
Habit.
Sound familiar?
And I've used them the most so far, but I still can't do it right. When my friend does it for me, they lasted 10 days. And I was like, yeah, that's good. And then I do it myself 2 days. So I'm doing something wrong, but I feel like I'm doing exactly what she just did.
Lashes are tricky.
It's so tricky.
There's so many brands out there, and I feel like I can never find a strip that just works for my everyday look.
Are you wearing falsies or are these your lashes?
These are just my lashes.
Oh, see, you're lucky.
But-
you got lashes.
Really?
I
did-
have little baby boy lashes.
Oh, I did when I was doing extensions, and then I started using a serum, and now I just feel like they're fine. But what I usually do is do individuals in between them. I love lashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can never. Strips don't look good on me.
What serum do you use?
It's in a purple tube. Don't remember. It's like it's like a purple, like a lavender purple. They have eyebrows and eyelashes. I'm blanking.
Do they
on
sell
the
it at Costco?
I don't.
There was a lash serum
You
at
think
Costco.
a single 40-year-old is gonna go to Costco for
Oh, girl,
what?
I'm at Costco every day, but I'm married with a child. But,
Yeah.
But I've been at Costco since I was young. Costco's my
Really?
store.
I mean, I love it.
You need to come with me. Let
Okay.
me show you the ropes of Costco.
Maybe that's what I need. It's very intimidating.
No.
I thought like if you were going, you had to get like 84 rolls of toilet paper on a trampoline.
Oh, same. Yeah, you could get all of those things too. But they always have something new, some new gadget. Whatever. We'll go down every aisle just to be like, oh, do we need a new blender?
Yeah,
Like, whatever.
Okay, that's true. And I also think it's so funny that you can literally buy an engagement ring at Costco.
Anything you ever need.
At Costco.
Tires.
You can get tires at Costco?
Yeah. A shed.
Oh, I do need a shed.
Name something.
Pickleball court. You probably can.
Probably. I'm guessing you can.
I feel like you were just on a podcast where they pulled up random.
Oh, they
Costco
did.
stuff. Like, you can
I did do
buy
a
like
podcast.
gold bars. You can just
It
buy
was
gold.
like guess if this is real or not at Costco or something like that.
That's funny.
Or it was guess the price or something.
Guess the price. They
Yeah,
were
guess the
all
price.
real. I think you can fully buy a house.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Yeah. It's like a, like one of those like mini houses. You
Oh
know?
yeah, that like is on the back of a wide load truck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Costco, man.
Costco is the place to be.
See, I think
let me
my
tell you.
ADHD couldn't handle Costco.
Yeah, but I get it. You're single.
Yeah.
Why you want to be there?
I only need things for me, and I just hit the old Sprouts Market, Instacart maybe.
Good on you.
Yeah.
What's a MADtitude you have these days?
Okay, I was thinking about this. What really grinds my gears is mostly it's good. There's a comma, not a period at the end of this. Men,
Okay.
but humans
Okay.
don't know how to express their emotions, and everybody has such big feelings, and the world is so scary, so everyone chooses to be angry instead of just admitting they're scared. Where fear is being angry is just a mask for fear.
Sure.
And I am so sick of people not being able to just do some work and figure out how to talk about their own emotions, and instead of just being mad at everyone online.
I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. That's
That's
anger
maddening to me.
is fear. Like at the bottom when you start peeling the onion of why you're so angry, and then you get
You're
to,
just scared.
I'm scared of blah, 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 blah.
And I guess I have a MADtitude about people not doing the work to find the layers and get to the bottom and the root of who you are and what you're feeling. I shouldn't say men. I think men have really big emotions and they don't know how to process it the way that women do. But as a whole, as the world that we are living in, I'm finding that a lot of people are just ragey and angry, and I get it because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I can realize that it's from a big place of fear.
Mm.
I'm very scared of what's happening in the world, and I know I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want the world to just do some therapy.
Yeah. Girl. Yes. Please. If only that could be
divided.
mandatory.
I know. It just I guess it makes me sad, which is, I also,
It's your saditude.
it's my saditude because I also get mad when I'm sad. And I feel like mad is just like a really easy mask to put on. Yeah. It's easier to be mad
Totally.
than sad and scared.
Have you always been the type of person to do the work, or is that a new developed part of you?
Well, I really feel like if I look back on my childhood, we always talked about our feelings. Like it was very much my family. If my parents got in an argument, we'd sit down at the table and have like a family meeting about our feelings.
Oh, wow.
So, and we were always able to be totally who we are, feel what we want to feel, talk about it. Like always very open to that. But my therapy journey really started about 14 years ago.
Okay.
And I just like, the little micro shifts that has made over the last 14 years has been so wildly life-changing over the 14, like, because that's a long time to be doing. I've done a lot of different kinds of therapy too, because I have like a somatic therapist, I have a inner child therapist, I have a like intuition coach, I have I have it all. I have it all. Why am I still living by myself? I sound like a catch. I am healthy. I think that's another thing. I think guys
Look
like
at all the
toxic.
work I'm doing.
Yes.
Marry me.
Somebody was on my podcast and they were like, I just love a toxic girl. I'm like, I have done too much work to find a man that wants a toxic woman. I want a man to want a healthy woman.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still a little toxic. I'll always
Sure.
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 You
You got a little sprinkle.
sprinkles of toxic, but overall, I'm like, I love doing the work.
She likes a good gin and toxic.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I wrote a song once that had that line in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You intuited it to me right now.
I did. I just brainwave into yours. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's good, right?
You wrote a song?
I've written a few, and
Tell
I
me
haven't
about this part of
haven't
you.
actually released that one, which I should. This is another. Okay, so I very much when I was little knew I wanted to be like a performer.
Okay,
I grew up dancing. I loved being on the stage. I loved entertaining even my family at dinner. I liked entertaining my friends. All through my 20s, everyone was like, you got to do something, like you're a natural born entertainer. And I was like, I'm going to be a dancer. And every audition was like, you're actually not good enough. And so I had to give that up, but I just always knew. So when I went on The Bachelor, I was like, well, this wasn't a direction I saw myself going, but like it's giving me a platform to do what I want to do, and I can entertain people from there. And that turned into a podcast. And what was the question you even asked me? How did I get here?
How you're singing. You wrote a song.
Okay. So, and then I did musical theater in my like, I don't know, when I was 14 to 18. And so I just love singing. I love dancing. And when I moved to Nashville, I had no plans of moving to Nashville. I'd never even visited Nashville until I got engaged on the show. And then I was like, well, I guess I'm moving to Nashville because he lived here. And I found myself meeting like a lot of country artists and songwriters. And I was like, I'm intrigued by it, but I'm scared. So I started taking voice lessons, and I was like, oh, this is like fulfilling to me. Like this fills my cup.
Yeah.
And so I would do it just as like a hobby once a week, do voice lessons. And then my voice teacher was like, okay, what's next? Like, you got to write. And I was so intimidated by that because I'm in Nashville.
Yeah.
Where it's like the best of the best of the best out there. And you can find them anywhere. Everyone is talented in the city.
Every bar has live music.
And they're like Carrie Underwood like voices.
On Tuesday.
On a Tuesday afternoon. And so I was very intimidated, but I decided to do it. And then I ended up being like, wait, I actually love writing music. And so I have written and co-written 4 songs. Wow. I put out 3. Oh no, I've done 5 songs and I've put out 3. And the first one I ever put out, it went number 1 on the charts, like of Apple Music.
Stop.
It was like me, Justin Bieber, and then the Jonas Brothers.
Stop.
And I was like, what just happened? And it was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. And like, I will say probably like 80% of it was probably love and support from my followers, and 20% was like, this is a hate download, there's no way she can sing. But I was like, great, keep them coming. And it was so fun. And then I just was like, oh, I love this.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Well done.
Thank you. I love writing. I didn't know how much I did until I started doing that.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Yeah.
What a cool adventure for you.
Well, it all started with, I didn't like, you know, when you journal and have you ever done I think it's called like free writing, where you don't stop and you just write. And it was then that I was like, oh, I've got a lot of like deep thoughts. And then I started journaling, and then journaling kind of helped me into songwriting, because songwriting can be so personal, and you could like say something out loud and people would be like, whoa, you shouldn't have said that out loud, but you sing it and they're like, I feel that. They're like, well, that's deep.
Yeah. I didn't like when you said it, but when you sang it.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 1.
Yeah. People would be like so mad if I ever said anything about like certain exes. But then if I sing it, they're like, I relate to that.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
When did you release that song that went number 1?
Oh gosh, that one, I think 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm doing this event in Florida next weekend called Lady World, and I'm actually performing for the first time, because I've only been in a studio or been in a writer's room, or I've never actually like performed on a stage with a band, and I am so nervous.
Ooh. Do you have like rehearsals? Like, tell me about it.
Thank God we have a 2-hour rehearsal window, because I've never, like, singers use in-ears and you can hear yourself. I don't know if I'm going to like that or if that's going to bug me. I'm going to be so nervous, and it really takes me a lot of time to warm up for my voice to be comfortable, because I'm not like a Carrie Underwood.
Sure.
I have a nice tone to my voice, but I'm not like, I can't go out there and just like nail every part of it, and I'm just gonna have to accept that I might be pitchy at times. I might I just have to. My favorite saying is, do it scared. So like, even when you're scared, just still do it scared. And so that's just what I'm gonna do.
I think also there's some power in owning your this is your first performance, and like sharing that with the audience.
Self-deprecation, everybody loves that. Yeah, I always think about what I would enjoy if somebody was in front of me, and I don't like perfection. I don't like when people try and be perfect or performative. So that's a good point. I think I'll probably go there and be like, look, I'm scared.
Yeah.
But if you know the words,
scared.
sing it. And then I'll do the thing that people hate. They're like, I paid to come to this concert. And I'm just like, you guys
sing it. Yeah.
That'll be me.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
You're gonna have so much fun.
I'm excited.
And then it's going to light some fire in you that all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, get me into the studio. I need to put a tour. I need to go.
Yeah,
all of it.
When I dream really big. So maybe that'll like catapult me into my next career move where I'm just touring with Pharrell and his choir.
Yeah, there it is. I can see your album cover right now with you, Pinot, Ramen, and you guys are just there. It is,
and they're part of the band for sure.
And you guys are all drinking your gin and toxics.
Yes, I'm in. Theirs will be like little squeaky toys, and mine will be very strong and real.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
I love it for me too, actually.
You have had quite the adventure of a life, honey.
Yes.
Let's talk about some things that you're grateful for in this wild adventure of yours. From being in Canada to always wanting to be a performer and entertainer, finding your way to reality TV. I'm sure you have some people in your life that have just been incredible blessings to you that you're so grateful for. I'm sure that you have experiences that you're so grateful for. Things you've accomplished, things you've been able to purchase in your life, or whatever it may be. What are some things, we'll go one at a time, something that you are grateful for?
I think my ability to not ignore fear, but work through it and do something that is going to take me out of my comfort zone that I know is going to put me into my next vibration of life. I think when I moved to Vancouver from a really small town, I was so scared. Vancouver to me was like the big city, and I got a dance scholarship, and I tried to make excuses to not go, but I was like, you're just scared, like just go do it. And that ended up like letting me meet this one person who I always give credit to, and her name's Penny, and her sister and I lived together, and we were all best friends, and we worked together at this restaurant. And this restaurant, really, I am actually so grateful for, because it taught me more than I would have learned at college for what I need to do in my life. It taught me about like just being like social etiquette and like responsibility. And this place was a business that happened to be a restaurant. Like it was just so, and it hired the greatest humans. And I really feel like these friends and this place called Earl's, shout out to Earl's Restaurant.
Hey, Earl's.
I really feel like shaped me into who I wanted to be. And this group of friends, and Penny, she just was always this go-getter. She was so smart. Her whole family is so smart. And she would always just coach me. And I'll never forget her sisters. So my best friend's husband said to me, they call me Beans. And they go, Beans, you can't just like, you want to be a performer? You want to be on like, you want to be famous, like you want to do this, you can't just go on TV once and then have it all happen for you. And then I went on The Bachelor, and then everything started happening for me, and I was like, actually I can. But so when I came, so I'm grateful for that. The moving through fear to do something that you know is gonna align with your path you're supposed to be on. And then Penny, when I came off The Bachelor, it was 2015. It was in the time where that just started to become a thing, where a place where you can make money on Instagram. You could build a brand. You could start a business. You could make money. And I was like, look, I went from serving at a restaurant and teaching spin to someone telling me they're going to pay me a certain amount of $5,000 to put on a waist trainer and say I do what the Kardashians do. I was like, yes, I'll lie to my audience. And my girlfriend Penny called me, and she said, how much do they pay you? And I said, well, they haven't yet, but $5,000. And she was like, I don't care what the amount was. You could have said 20,000, take it down. It's so bad. And I was like, what? And she goes, if you want to build trust with your audience and be who you are, who I know you want to show up for people, like as true to yourself as you can. If you want to build trust with your audience and work with bigger brands down the road, delete that right now and stay true to yourself.
Wow.
And that was the best piece of advice I have ever gotten in my whole career, because it proved to be true. I deleted it. I only took things that I was like, let me try it first. Let me know I would use it.
Right.
I want my audience to trust me. I turned down a lot of money in those early years just to stay true and build trust with what I wanted to be a community. And it just ended up being the biggest blessing. That was like the best piece of advice.
Shout out to Penny. That is
Shout out to
incredible
Penny.
advice.
Yeah, and that's who I was just in Rome with, and she's just doing big
So you guys
things.
are still great friends?
Oh, yeah, she just put on the concert at the Vatican. She does big things.
No way.
And just when you think, like, she will do the impossible all the time, and it is so inspiring. And when I told her, I was like, Penny, I'd bring you up all the time in interviews of, like, how you changed my life and, like, the trajectory of my career. And she just started crying, and we were hugging, and it was, like, it was really cool because she really is, without even knowing, she is being a mentor to me, her and her sister.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm very, very, and I told them, I think I cried like 10 times telling them how grateful I was for them and the friendship over the years.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I have a friend like that too.
Yeah.
That every time I do an interview of like, you know, who helped you get your start or whatever, and I always bring her up.
Yeah.
And I wrote about her in my book.
The girl who told you about the cookies? With the cookies?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's awesome.
And recently I did a show in Anaheim, and she was there at the show, and I told that story to the audience, and she's just crying, and yeah, it was a whole thing.
It's so nice when someone like gets the biz, or they like understand what it takes, and it's not slimy, it's like smart.
Yeah.
And they share that little tidbit with you, and it changes your life. And you go, wow, if I didn't do that, or if I didn't get that piece of advice, where would I be? What would my life look like?
Yeah. And that even what your friend gave you wasn't even just business advice. Like that was like moral character advice.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
you're right.
And we need that sometimes. Like it's not even that you're a bad person if you need moral character advice.
Right.
Like that's how you get good morals and character is
Yeah.
somebody teaches you.
Yep.
And I remember a time when my cousin, she would always call me to see how I was doing. I'm in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And I would tell her what I was up to next. Oh, I'm doing this, doing that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. All right, I got to go. Bye. And I would hang up. And then one day she goes, hey, when we talk, I always ask about you, but you never ask about me.
Wow.
And it didn't dawn on me.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't trying to be a jerk.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was just like self-centered and I didn't know it.
You're in your early 20s.
Yeah.
And you need people to call you out in that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I needed somebody to teach me.
Yeah.
And she taught me in a very loving way.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that she did, because that really helped me to learn that it wasn't that I wasn't interested in her life. I was just so self-absorbed. It helped me to learn to like take your eyes off of yourself for a second.
Yeah.
And now let's focus on this person. And from that moment on, I feel like I definitely switched to like in conversations. Anytime it was on me for too long, I'm like, great. Okay, but you, let's flip it around. You know what I mean?
And
I didn't know that though.
Some people don't have people in their life that will call them out on that stuff. And it's like, I'm always so grateful for the people that will. I have the same thing. A girlfriend in my early 20s, but she was 5 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And she would call me out on things that were just like, she was like, hey, you know that time management is like really important to me and you're always late. And I was like, shoot, I am. That's me always still to this day. I'm just trying to.
Girl, yes.
Okay. I was late today. Only by 2 minutes though, but I was trying to not ring the doorbell for your daughter's sake.
No, girl. I'm here. Danielle can co-sign my lateness.
It's I feel like people, it's just like in our DNA. But just like being called out really helped me be more cognizant of that moving forward with her.
Yeah.
And same thing with, I think.
You're like, I'm going to be on time with you. Everybody else, you get me when you get me.
Yeah. I will roll up when I roll up, but except for her. But I think it's like so helpful to be called out. I don't like it in the moment, but I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Give me another gratitude in your life.
Okay. Obviously my dogs are like,
let's talk about them.
well, we already kind of did.
I mean, we
don't need
did,
to do it
but
again.
I like them.
That's just, I like them. I'm just, they really like, I wake up every morning in the best mood ever because of them. But I also like, I can't go there with like the fact that dogs don't live.
I know.
As like,
Girl.
I feel like my gratitude starts to go because I'm like, but what if you die?
Uh-huh.
Like I want to go Romeo and Juliet with both of them,
Yeah,
like drink the poison.
You
at
go,
the same
I go.
time, and just like good night, and
Yep.
because I don't know what my life will be like without them.
If you go, I go.
It's so dark.
It is. It's
so
wild.
morbid, but I feel I won't, but that's what I feel.
I understand you.
So I'm very
It's a
grateful
deep,
for
deep
them.
love.
They are the joys and lights of my life. I'm same thing on the note of friends. I actually am really grateful for the community that I've built with my podcast, because starting podcasting 8 years ago was such a scary time, because I was like, what is this space? Like, I don't understand it. I don't know if I'm cut out for it. I always wanted a radio show when I was little. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to treat it like my own little radio show, which it is. And I just didn't know how like powerful the audience would be. Like, they are so it's like I found my people. Because if they're going to tune in for 45 minutes to an hour, they must be really supportive. And so to see them on their Facebook group, I call them Vinos, and they like have their own Facebook group, and like if somebody is struggling with like infertility, I've seen on there, and they will all come together and say beautiful things to each other. If there's a loss, or if they just need advice for like a good restaurant in this city, and sometimes they have a Vino meetup in certain cities.
How
and just
cute.
Watching that and know that it came from like, it's not even like a toot my own horn. It's just, I'm grateful for that, because
100%.
I just love that there's some sort of healthy, happy, kind community out there.
That came out of something you created.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that and grateful.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's so, I mean, kind of like you were saying, like from 19 years of doing what you've been doing and seeing some faces in the crowd where you're like, you care.
Yeah.
It's really something.
I got to get your advice on podcasting, because you've been doing it a very long time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've learned things that work and don't work. And of course, it's going to be different for everybody in their audience and all of that. But I feel like I need some tips. Like we're 1 year in, a little over a year now.
Yeah.
And, we're still finding our groove and,
I'm still finding my groove.
Finding our audience and our letting the podcast become what it is.
Yeah.
Like we start as this one thing and we're like, okay, let's see what it becomes, but do you have any just right out the gate, like tip for podcasting?
I just think it's evolving with your audience. Like, I feel like paying attention to what your audience likes is so important. And again, it's like the same thought of what Penny used to tell me. I think it's just like, I try and not have numbers in my head. I try and not have like, I gotta hit this many downloads and this many people, and like, oh, if I ask this person this, I'm gonna get a good headline, I'll get more clicks. I try to not think like that. Yeah. Because to me that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I like to listen to my audience, and I like to see what they enjoy, and I feel like that just grows it more authentically than looking at numbers.
How do you best listen to your audience? Is it reading the comments on YouTube? Is it like, what is it?
I don't. I have like my team go in and look. I'll look at the Facebook group because I feel like they're my people,
safe place.
And it's a safe space.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, like I'm all for constructive criticism, but I need to hear it from my people. So I'll have like,
that's very smart,
my producer go and look and see what people are saying. And then if she's like, oh, they're just being haters, that's one thing. But if there is good constructive criticism, I'll listen to that, and she can tell me in a healthier way than maybe what they're saying online.
That's great.
Yeah. Which I really enjoy. Yeah.
That's a really great way to manage that. Especially, I mean,
I think it's asking your audience too, like asking them what they like, what they love when you talk about like what kind of guests they want on.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. You guys, what are you liking so far? Like,
leave a comment.
Leave a comment. Let me know. Hit me on the gram. Leave me a review.
Yes.
Tell me your favorite parts. We'll do more of it. I promise.
It helps you if they are vocal about telling you what they like.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like
a little talk to Cam moment in your future.
Yeah, for sure. A little talk to
on
Cam.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey guys. My cousin is an avid listener of the podcast. So far, nice. I think she's our podcast's biggest fan so far, and I'm very grateful for her. She listens to every episode. She texts me every week. Oh, I loved this, and
that's sweet.
I love it so much. And I'm like, I wish I could get this from a lot of people. Like, I wish I could know. Okay, what are you guys liking? Yes. Everybody text me. Okay,
I know. And I also like the thought of like, if you think of. We're all so caught up in the numbers of how many likes you're getting on Instagram, downloads, blah, blah, blah. But if you had 100 people like listening to your podcast, just think about 100 people in one room. Like, that's actually like so cool because it's so hard to sell 100 tickets if you're, you know, even if you don't have a platform, think about that.
Yeah.
But you do have a platform and you do have people that want to listen. And like, it's so cool to think even 100 people could then tell 2 people about your podcast and how it impacted them in some way, or it just makes them think differently and be more grateful. Like, wake up and we get our attitude out of the way and then we're going to be grateful. Like, it's like podcasting is such a, it can be a like patience thing about like slow build, but it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Are you? Good.
I am.
Good.
I enjoy having these conversations with people, getting to know people through the lens of gratitude.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's fun. It's so different from what I do with stand up. And I still get to like be me.
Totally. I think that's what I like about podcasting too. It's like, you can't be anything but you in these conversations. And especially over years and years of doing it, you realize that like I make mistakes all the time. The amount of time I've repeated myself on podcasts where they're like, Kaitlyn, we've heard that story 10 times. I'm like, well, you probably hear it 10 more because I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's, if you
that's good to hear that you share the same story, because I've done that a few times. And as I'm saying it, I'm like, pretty sure I've already said this story, but here I am again.
Yeah, no, I do it all the time. That is some of the criticism I used to get. But now I just preface with like, I'm pretty sure I've told you this story before,
but for those of you who are new listeners.
Yes, for my new listeners. Yeah, it's doing it twice a week for 8 years. I'm like, I'm going to repeat myself.
Speaking of you being you are a gem of a person. I did a deep dive through your Instagram.
Wow.
And you are so magnetic and charismatic and funny and genuine. And I was like scrolling through your videos, and typically like I'll scroll and I'll be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just kept going and going. And you're just really, you're a special person.
Wow. I wasn't expecting to cry.
Oh,
but like that, when you feel the tingles in your nose, I just got that. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot to me.
Do you know that about yourself?
Yes, but I am still so wildly insecure.
Yeah.
At times where I'm like, I guess it's one of those like both can be true situations where I feel like I do feel like I am genuine. I do feel like I like to make people laugh. I do feel like I'm a good person. And then I also have imposter syndrome at times. And then I also feel like I'm not showing up the way I should in other ways, or I'm not doing enough to give back, or I'm just like, I feel like in a world where everybody has a podcast, like, am I good enough? Like but I also like know the truth deep down about myself, but I question myself often.
I think it's like we know the truth about ourselves deep down, but it's so noisy with all the things that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to hear our own voice, like speaking the truth, or God's voice speaking the truth.
Yes.
When it's like so noisy with all the
noisy.
self-doubt, everybody's podcast and all the social media and numbers.
We're not supposed to know so much information about other people, and we're not supposed to see so much of their lives and comparing and like looking into like, well, they're doing that. We're not supposed to, and we're not supposed to like see everybody's feelings about how they feel about, politics or whatever. Like I'm such a believer of, I can see every side of everything. Like, you believe in this, I see where you're coming from. You believe in that, I see where you're coming from. But we're not supposed to take in that much information. We're not supposed to see shootings. We're not supposed to see this stuff. Our body is constantly in fight or flight. Yeah. Just from media. Yeah. And it is so scary. And so much self-doubt and fear comes in just from your media intake of things that you see online that we're doing every day. Yep. It's like we're partaking in our own mental abuse every day.
We really are.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I need to get off. So, like, I'll like scroll myself into a deep dark hole. Yeah. And I feel horrible. I'm like, I need to put this away. Yeah. And then what do? I put on Law and Order SVU. How is that making it better?
Oh my God, you are me. I do the same thing. I'm like Animal Kingdom. Like, that's what show I'm into right now. And it's like also doing just really scary. And then I wake up and I go, why did I have so many awful dreams last night? And I'm like, my subconscious is so dark. No, Kaitlyn, you're just watching dark shows before bed and then taking in. Like, I used to say, okay, you guys, you're the curator of your own media intake. Like, you pick what you want to follow.
Yeah.
You pick what you want to see. But now, not anymore.
No.
Stuff comes up on my my page all the time where I'm like, I don't follow this person. Why am I seeing this?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, you might want to see this clip.
Yeah. I'm like, but I don't.
And it's like a new fear unlocked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. Did you ever see that Ellen DeGeneres skit that she did way back in her stand-up days when she's like, you know, when you sit down the TV tray dinner and you're like about to eat your dinner and it's like coming up on the news, this one food will kill you. And then it goes to commercial break and she's like, is it peas? She's like about to eat a mouthful of peas. That's like us every hour. Like, what else is going to go wrong in this world? What else is going to kill us?
It's unreal. We can't have anything.
No, and then now I'm learning, like, dairy was so scary before, and now they're like, go back to real milk. Like, everything's filled with gums and other bad things. And I'm like, and then it's like, go on this organic thing and don't do this. And I'm like, yeah, but in 10 years, you're going to tell me the opposite. And that's what was causing this. And like, I just can't. Dude, I am tired.
Oh, yeah, girl.
I'm tired.
Girl.
I'm just going to keep drinking my wine.
Live, honey.
I'm just going to keep drinking my wine.
Yeah.
Eating, like, I eat healthy, I work out, and I enjoy wine.
Yeah. Let's talk about your wine.
Okay. It's not happening anymore.
Really? Why? I
saw like
mad
800.
I saw 800 bottles at your house yesterday. Is that why it's not happening?
Yeah, it's because I'm not selling them anymore. No, so this is really sad because I worked so hard at this wine label. It was something that I thought, oh, I've got this platform. People know I love wine. I've been in the restaurant industry for 11 years. I was trained under a sommelier. I know what I'm doing. I'll work with a winemaker. And then I was like, I never went to business school. That was business school for me. I learned so many things about the industry. And the unfortunate part is wine sales are down by like 67 to 70%
just across the board.
Did you even know Post Malone had a wine? No, because it's not doing well. Snoop Dogg is like selling his wine for like $2 to get it off the shelves. Wait. People are not taking. I was starting to slowly but surely go into all Targets, and then they halted everything because everybody's just sitting on inventory of wine. Now, on top of that, the facility that makes my wine, they've been in the business with their family for over 100 years. They shut down. So I can't even make my wine if I wanted to.
Whoa.
And then I heard the distributor that I'm with is under some legal trouble. I was like, get me out of there. It was just, what else can go wrong?
Whoa.
So it was all.
Is it just wine that's down or alcohol in general?
It's alcohol in general for sure. Wine more so than alcohol. What is really going well right now is canned beverages. Gen Z doesn't really drink. And if they do, they'll have a canned beverage. And I think millennials are really trying to like get healthy and save money. And I think that's the first thing they cut.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing. And
wow, that makes sense.
Yeah. It was 10 years ago, Kaitlyn would have thought of herself as a failure. But I'm like, well, this isn't aligned with me anymore. Yeah. I guess this is like not meant to be right now. Okay. And maybe I do want the people to be healthy and, take a break from wine. I'm cutting back on wine. Like, and I'm a wine lover, but now I don't drink a full bottle. I'll have a glass.
Okay.
But it's like, it is interesting because just across the board, alcohol, but wine specifically.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So when did it stop? When?
Like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very sad.
Is it off the shelves and it's just
it's still on shelves in some places, and there's still like,
you're just not making it anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we can't. They are no longer.
Wow.
But it is still on shelves at some places, and I mean, you can still buy it online. No, I don't even think you can anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Dang.
I know. So I'm trying to pivot.
Yeah.
And figure out what I want to do with Spade and Sparrows now, because I'm like, well, maybe I would do a canned beverage. Maybe I would do a sleepy girl cocktail for like some melatonin before sleep.
What if you do one of those? Like somebody just sent me, and I sent it to our tour bus group because I'm not drinking alcohol right now. I took the year off.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
And then, I felt like my body.
You're the reason. That's why it's in decline.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Part of the reason. Apologies. Apologies. This is my fault.
You lost me a job.
I felt like my body was saying, not right now.
Yeah.
you know? And I just started listening to my body.
Yeah.
But I don't want to never drink ever again.
Totally. And you don't have to say you might not. Like it is totally a body thing. When I just got back from Italy, I was like, my body's rejecting wine at this point. Like enough. And I can tell. I was like, because I like having a glass of when I cook. Yeah. And so I'm but my body was like, no. But I was like, yes. And then my body was like, no. And then I had a sip and I was like, oh, I'm rejecting it. My body was like, you just had your fair share of wine over the last 4 days. Take a break.
Yeah. My thing was after dinner, I like to sip on a little tequila.
Oh.
Just a little.
After dinner.
Yeah.
Dessert.
Just a little digestive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a little, you know. So I would just like to sip on a nice iced glass of tequila.
That sounds yummy.
And I like when I would go to restaurants with my husband, we do a date night. And I want like a nice cocktail.
Yeah.
If it's a real good craft cocktail, I love.
Yes.
I mean, I love margarita, obviously, but like a real good. Oh my God, ¿cómo se llama? I just left my brain. The whiskey with the cherry and the orange.
Oh,
old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Yeah. Wow, it just left my brain.
I love an old fashioned.
A good old fashioned. If it's a not good old fashioned,
oh my gosh, ew! I hate when they do it with soda water.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no, and like a gross maraschino cherry. I want the good cherry.
Like cherry. Don't put a syrup.
No,
Get out.
Oh, that Luxardo. The
Get
Luxardo
out.
cherry.
Luxardo cherry. Yeah, I want like the. Oh, I can like the back of my. Just did that thing.
Yeah. Good old fashioned.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever been to the Patterson House?
No. What is that?
Well, if you ever decide to have an old fashioned again, go there.
Okay.
They make the best cocktails at the Patterson House.
What is that? A restaurant?
Yeah. It's like a cocktail lounge.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, it's like very chic and like it's like dark and vibey, and they make like they're not bartenders; they are mixologists. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very good.
We did Australia. I did an Australian tour, 2018. I think it was 2018. And Melbourne has the best like speakeasies, bars. Really? We had the best time. And mixologists like to the fullest. Like it's fully creative. It tastes delicious. It was just we had the best time there. So yeah, I don't want to never drink again.
Yes.
But I'm not drinking right now. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, maybe because alcohol sales are down. People are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm part of the problem. Or part of the solution.
You were talking about because you were saying maybe do a sleepy drink, and I think
thank you. Yes,
I think you were about to bring up the. I think you pronounce it Gia, the G-I.
Yeah. So somebody sent me this drink that it's like a cocktail. Like you feel like you're drinking a cocktail. Yeah. It has all the ingredients, so it's not just a soda water with some pineapple juice or something. Like it actually tastes like you're drinking a margarita. It tastes like you're drinking a gin and tonic or whatever. Yeah. But there's actual no alcohol in it. I haven't tried it yet, but I sent it to my group because my opener, Mal Hall, he's also not drinking right now. So I'm like, oh, maybe we could get this for the bus when we're like driving around. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you pivot and come up with like a nice cocktail that's actually like no alcohol, but we can still feel like we're vibing.
Yeah. And those are doing actually really well right now too. I just wonder if this is a fad. Yeah. You know, or if like, will wine be timeless and will it make a comeback? Or
I think it will.
You do?
I think it will. Wine is timeless.
I think so.
It's since the Bible.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, gosh, people used to drink it back in those days as hydration. Like that's how they got some water.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it is so timeless that I'm like, it can't go away.
No. It won't go away. Okay. I mean, it won't be
as... millennials will keep it in business.
Yeah, but what about
Gen Z may not be drinking, but millennials, we've been traumatized since birth. So we're just...
So traumatized?
Like, we'll be in it.
I saw a clip the other day on Instagram. It was like to a millennial, like, why are you so anxious? And it was like all these voices of her mom coming in her head being like, don't swallow your gum or a tree will grow in your tummy. And it's like, don't drive with this because you will die. Like it was all these things of what our moms told us when we were younger, where we're like, oh my God, that was so dramatic.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We pivoted back to MADtitudes, but give me another gratitude.
Okay. Yeah, we can't end on a MADitude.
No. Give me one more gratitude.
I think well, I mean, I want to, of course, say all the cheesy ones, like health, and like my stepdad is battling stage 4 cancer, and like I'm just like so grateful that he has the resources to like, you know, get the treatment that he needs. I'm so grateful for my mom's like attitude towards it when I was like very scared about what she would be like. So of course, like all family and all of that.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna go real selfish for a minute,
Yes.
I am really grateful that I had a full circle moment, because dancing meant so much to me as a child. It was something that I feel like I did 6 days a week. It felt like a second home to me. When I think about my happy place, I can smell the dance studio. It was just such a big part of my life. And so to be in my 20s and think like that's what I was going to do with my life, and to be told I wasn't good enough. And then I tried to move with a hockey player and like be like, live the Canadian dream. Like, I'll be a hockey wife then. And it was just not fulfilling. And then to like go through the biggest heartbreak of my life, where I feel like I was like grieving someone for so many years, to then somehow get on TV and then somehow get on Dancing with the Stars, a show that I've watched since the beginning, to win Dancing with the Stars.
Come on.
And know how hard I worked and how this felt like a second chance in my life to like feel like I am a dancer.
Redemption.
It was the biggest. I was like trying to explain it to somebody, and this is so Canadian of me, but I was like, it would be like you tried out, you played hockey your whole life. Your goal, your dream in life, you ate, slept, breathed hockey, and you were going for the NHL, and you were in the AHL, and you were almost there, and somebody was like, you're cut, you're not going to play again. And then 10 years later in your life, the NHL calls and you win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
That's how I explain it to people, like my Canadian friends, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, that's how it felt to me. That's how it felt. But you can use that in your football terms for Americans. But that's how it felt to me. And I was like, I look at that trophy every day, and I am so grateful for that opportunity and that show, because I had a very traumatic experience on The Bachelorette of like producers, and the show felt like a family, and everybody cared so much about each other, and everyone was rooting for one another. And I've never worked so hard at anything in my life, and I just like look at it with like pride and gratitude.
You did that.
Yeah. And it's so full
cool.
circle. And I was told, like, I came off The Bachelorette, and the creator of the show, he told me like, nope, I don't want my bachelorettes to want fame anymore. Like, you got to focus on your relationship. And I was like, what? And I don't know how I didn't get sued by the franchise, but I started speaking out publicly about how he was shutting me down from like an opportunity. And so everybody had been rooting for me to be on that show for years. Yeah. So like usually you'd come off The Bachelorette and go on right away, because if you wait too much time, like they're like, oh, it's who are you now? Yeah. But the fact that I got invited that many years later, and like it was just so full circle for me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that was the best experience.
What a gift.
Oh, it really, and I just, dancing to me is like, anyone, even if you can't dance, everybody should dance. I dance almost every morning. I put on songs and I dance to start my day, because I'm like, I'm in the moment. I dance when I have anxiety. I will punch dance, because you're just moving your body and you're like releasing something, and you're in the moment and you're not thinking about other things. That's good. I just love it.
Good on you.
It's like medicine.
Yeah. That's good. When I have anxiety, I hum.
Really?
Yeah, that vibration, I feel like it breaks up whatever's happening inside.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
I start hum, or I sing. Okay. Or I know I have anxiety because I'm not singing. Either way, like,
really,
if I'm singing, I hold a note, it's the vibration of your vocal cords and everything. But sometimes I just give a good I
guess that makes sense.
Vibrating inside.
I'm gonna use that one, because I always am looking for different tricks, because I'll be like, hey brain, aren't you supposed to be on my team? And it's like, no, not today. Yeah. And then it like,
girl, let's
like,
fight.
Yeah, let's fight, and let's think about some really intrusive things.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God. But I really like being cold when I have anxiety. Like, I'll like go lay on a cold floor and like put ice on my like wrists and neck, and I'm just like, I like to shiver, because again, it's probably something about the vibration. Cold shower, putting your face in ice, like something just that makes you but that's kind of the similar thing of vibrating, I guess.
Yeah, well, the shivering and the vibrating, but I'm trying to think, there are times like where I'm like, I need to walk outside into the cold. I do that sometimes. I'll just walk out, and it just like, I don't know, it like snaps something. Like my body, I guess maybe it helps our body get out of fight or flight or something. Yeah. Or I'm making this up right now. Again, back to my fake science that I was doing on your podcast.
I love fake science. I love fake science. You can tell me anything with conviction. I'll be like, yes.
Yeah. So what happens is your body comes out of fight or flight when you step from the warmth into the cold.
Yes.
I think it's actually opposite. You probably go into fight or flight. I don't know.
I'm like, are you Bill Nye? I also like putting my feet in just in the ground.
oh yeah, grounding. That's a good one.
I was always like, that's not a real thing. And then I did it and I was like, that's a real thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I like to ground and then visualize.
Oh, I'm a big visualizer.
Do you ever ground? This is for everybody out there. If you want to practice grounding, go stand on the grass. Okay. Not cement, actual like earth.
Grass.
Okay.
Yes.
Some grass. If you don't have grass, go stand on the dirt.
Yeah. Dirt, mud, sand.
And then stand there, right? And then visualize like the roots of your body going deep into the earth, like into the core of the earth, right? And then I like to imagine like you're like in the fire of the Mother Earth, right? Because you're down into the core of the Mother Earth, and just like drawing it back up, like drawing the heat back up. And then there's like, imagine everybody else's roots are also going down. It's almost like a community of all of us like grounding and rooting ourselves, coming back to earth.
A lot of people can't visualize, like people have a tough time with that, but I think it's because we don't slow down our mind enough and like try. But I am like, I can drop into a meditation or a visualization so fast now because I've trained myself to, and it just makes a world of a difference. Yeah, it really is. So when you said that, I was already like, I've done that before, where you picture, because we did that at some retreat I was at, and it was really cool. We didn't have our phone for 6 days, so it was so easy because no distractions, and you were just being coached like 14 to 15 hours a day with some like really beautiful, powerful therapy. It's awesome. Yeah.
That sounds very nice.
Well, it was also
difficult.
Oh my. I mean, it was 6 days of some really intense inner child work. And like, there's some days where I was like, this is fun. And there was other days I was like shaking in the fetal position in a corner crying, being like, get me out of here. But it was all important.
Super, super important. Yeah. Super worth it, I imagine.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay. My last question I want to ask you, I was just going to ask you offline, but I'll just ask you here in case anybody else is curious as well. You talked about on your Instagram your eyelid surgery that you had. Yeah. And I really am strongly considering it. I don't know if you see this droopy eyelid, but if I'm tired, it full on like I have a lazy eye. Yeah, right. That was me. And then like I'll like be talking in videos and it's like, hey guys, I'm going because I'm tired or something. Yeah. But it's like this one eyelid, and I'm like, I'll be on a Zoom call talking about anything, like, okay guys, so we need to make sure that on Thursday we're gonna go with the planned post that we had talked about, because if we're not gonna do that one,
that's another problem with Zoom that happened to us, is we all hyper focused on what our face looks like. Yeah. And then podcasting, you'll do the same. But the upper bleph surgery, like, I'm never one that wants to like be like, go get it, and like encourage people to like go under the knife for like cosmetic reasons. But if it actually is bothering you, like, I'm all for that. Yeah. It was the easiest surgery in the world. Well, I've only had 2, so out of the 2, it was very easy. Like, I had no pain. It was.
Are you happy with it? Do you regret it?
I'm so happy with it.
Do you feel like you look different? I'm scared that if I do it, I'm gonna be like, oh no, where'd my face go? I look like a different person.
You won't. It is so subtle, and like, you will be the only person that really notices, and you just look a little more awake. Yeah. And it's very like, it took 15 minutes, I think, for her to do the surgery. And depending on how much, I mean, I didn't have much to take, but I don't think you do either. Yeah. And some people do upper and lower. I just did upper. It was very easy. The only problem is Pinot clawed this eye.
Oh no, Pinot.
He's very, you saw him. He likes to paw and like hold your hand. And I was with a guy, and I had a few glasses of wine, and he always laughs because he's like, when you get home to your dogs, he's like, you just turn into a child. Like, you're just such a child, like, in the best way. Because so happy. And Pinot's so playful. And then I went to lay down in my bed, and Pinot lay down and went like this on my eye.
Buddy.
And I look like Rocky. Like my eyelid was hanging open.
No.
Yeah. And the stitches had come undone. And it was just hanging.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so,
what'd you do?
I don't smoke, and I had a cigarette.
Oh my God.
I sat on my floor with a cigarette. I don't smoke. I was so stressed, and I didn't know what to do. I was panicking. And the guy, his like guilty pleasure is to have a cigarette once in a while. And he was like, "Do you want to smoke with me?" And I was like, "Yes." And
with the eyelid flipped over,
that's what he said. He has this vision of me like with a glass of wine and a cigarette, my eyelid flopping over. And I was just on the phone with the surgeon, and it was like midnight, and she answered my call. And she was like, "I'll meet you at the office at 8 a.m. And she goes, "But just layer it with ointment and go to sleep." And I was like, okay. And so she fixed it in the morning. And I will say that scar is a little worse than the other one, but that's on me. That was the only thing I
so you do see the scar.
Yeah, but it'll heal. It just is healing slower than the other. The other one I can't even tell. This one is because it got ripped back open.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And of course that was the one eye that I was like wanting to. I can't remember. I was in so much shock because I looked in the mirror and I was like,
3 glasses of wine.
And 3 glasses of wine.
You're
So
a
I
little
was
bit
like,
yeah,
and I was like,
eyelid, schmilid.
yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I went into like just shock. But yeah, everything else about it, 10 out of 10 recommend. The doctor,
Here or in LA?
Here. Her name's Dr. Klippenstein. How funny is that?
Ma'am.
She was born to clip the eyelids. Like I was like Klippenstein. I picked the right surgeon. But she's on like a year wait list. So if you wanted to still think about it, I would
get on her wait
list, and then you can
yeah,
because
I was thinking about like after my tour.
Yeah.
And again, like it's really just this one that be doing me dirty sometimes.
Mine was the same, my only one.
But then she'll probably be like, well, you need to make them even.
Yes.
So she'll probably have to do both.
And it honestly, I was fine the next day. All you have to do, the part that sucks is sleeping sitting up, but only for 2 days.
Sitting up?
Yeah. Like, because you
literal, like how we're doing right now, you had to sleep?
Well, no. You get like one of those triangle pillows that like it's flat there and then it goes. And so you're just like laying, it's still on a pillow.
Yeah.
Which was fine. And like I just would wear sunglasses and go do everything I needed to do. Like I wasn't bedridden.
And it wasn't painful?
No. It was itchy, if anything.
Oh.
Because it was just like healing, and yeah, it was just itchy.
I'm scared, but I really...
What are you scared of?
I'm scared of looking like a different person.
Yeah, you won't.
I'll just look more awake.
And
that's what I want. I want to look more alive.
You will just not be doing this on Zooms anymore. You will just go, oh, okay. Like I still am like, she could have taken more for me. Like but that's just my dysmorphia talking.
Okay. I'm like, you don't have an eyelid. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm like more.
Your eye stays open because you can't close it. There's no eyelid. What do you mean? Could have taken more?
No, this is my problem. Someone told me like bleph is the gateway to more like plastic surgery, because you're like, well, that was easy because it was such an easy surgery. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get my boobs done. And I had no plans on getting my boobs done. And then I was like,
and then you did.
I'm gonna get my boobs done. My 40th birthday, I was like, I'm doing it. I had no intentions of ever doing that in my whole life until maybe I was like, oh, after kids, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I was like, oh,
and that was painful.
That was awful.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
That recovery was, I had to hire a night nurse because I thought I could do it by myself.
Oh no.
And so I was like, oh, I'll be fine. It was like 3 hours in, and I was like, did I already take a Percocet? Oh, do I need to take another? What time did I take this? And my girlfriend was like, you should really call a night nurse. And so I had a lady come in, and she just sat by my bed, and I had a little bell, and I felt like such a diva. And she would wake me up and have crackers for me, and she would just be like, okay, you should take this now and this. And I was like, okay. And she took care of me. It was really nice.
Aww.
But it was painful for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't even go that big. Actually, I went really small.
Where did you start and where'd you go?
I started with a like large A cup, and I went to a large B cup. Very very small change, and I'm just like so happy with them.
Good.
I had my follow up today, and so he had to.
Oh, it was recent.
Yeah,
Okay.
So he took photos of them today, and I was like, I can't wait to see the before and after. Like, it's just so crazy because I had small boobs, but I loved them, and I wanted to still love them, and I wanted them to still be small. Yeah. And so I was just like, at 40, I thought I'm hopefully going to be pregnant or having, and I was like, I was always like waiting, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And I hear so many nightmare stories about like breast implant illness, and that is a big fear of mine.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I start to feel that, I'm definitely taking them out, no problem.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, we'll see.
I had a friend, she had great boobs.
Yeah.
Real great boobs.
Yeah.
She had them since she was in her early 20s, and realized that her illnesses that she was having stemmed from her
How long
implants.
did it take her to realize?
At least 15 years.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
she
then
finally got them taken out.
When she got them out, was there relief?
Yeah.
Because I've heard also stories about like you take them out and
Is still dealing with it? No.
Yeah.
No, she felt relief. Her anxiety went down.
Wow.
Like a lot of stuff happened for her.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I remember thinking, I was like, man, yours were like the best boobs I've ever seen.
Damn.
You
was
know
she
how,
sad to get them out?
Because some people get their boobs done, you're like, oh, solid as a rock.
Yeah,
and it's just like full on.
Yeah.
And then hers looks so natural and so real and just like, and I was like, man, those are good boobs we're losing here.
I know. Mine are still a bit like, I can't wait for them to settle even more because I remember showing him a photo. I was like, don't make them look like this, like the two, like
yeah.
And then when I came out, I was like, they look exactly like that. He's like, well, of course they were just done. Like you have to wait like 6 months.
Redo it. You did it wrong.
Yeah. I was like, give me bigger and softer. No, they're great though. I love them.
Good.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. Danielle, do we have any emails or voicemail or anything for today or no?
Yeah, I've got a voicemail if you want it.
All right, let's listen to what somebody's called in. Either they share gratitude, a matitude, or a question.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So if you're listening or watching on YouTube and you want to call us, tell us what you're grateful for, tell us what you're mad about, maybe even ask us a question, you need some advice about something, here's the phone number, Danielle.
747-300-5380. Give us a call. Ooh,
That's it right there. Wow. That's it right there. You have to do this and this with the last part.
Yeah. That's like a universal sign for like a good singer. Yeah.
Correct.
That's so funny. Oh my God, cute.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
It is Janet Crosby from Monterey, California. I have to say, one of the many gifts I'm very grateful for is the gift my mother gave me to be so driven in life and never give up. She worked so hard to support us, and she pushed through when times were really tough. It is because of her I graduated from college on my own with my own efforts.
Well done.
Worked my entire career, got all my jobs on my own. Bought my first house and second house on my own.
Let's go.
Yes.
And everything else because of her. This may sound small,
No.
but it was tough. And there's not a lot of people out there who could do it on their own. Hang in there and continue to be driven. I think about them often. And I'm very grateful.
Oh, Janet.
That
was Janet.
My God. She meant that with her whole body.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing, Janet.
Thank you, Janet. Seriously. That.
And to like think,
And
like,
that's not small.
no, that's not small at all. And I was like, wow, for her to give gratitude for her mom,
Yeah.
to instill that in her rather than being like, I did that. It's like, yes, and you got that from your mom.
Yeah.
That was really beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you, Janet, for calling in and sharing that. That was
Wow.
beautiful. Thank you so much. Kaitlyn, thank you so much for being here.
you.
I loved sitting with you on your podcast,
It
and
was
I'm
so
so
fun.
glad you came and sat with us
Thank you.
and shared your gratitude in your life and your attitudes.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Thank
and I'm
you.
glad I got to meet you and get to know you.
I know it's
You're-
been really special.
You're special.
I think you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the same way, and I felt that from like 2 minutes into our conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful you had me on today, and it was fun to do both podcasts.
Yeah.
And we live 7 minutes from each other.
Love
so-
it.
And I love 2-year-old kids, so like I
Done.
could babysit.
Done. I'm bringing Bonzo to play date
Yes.
with Pinot
Please.
and Ramen.
Please.
And then
Does Bonzo like to swim?
no,
Oh,
that's the only thing. He'll watch from the side.
okay.
With his little paws
He
like
can
this.
sunbathe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll be
chic.
like, mm.
Not for me, but good for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well,
You're the best.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. And
Bye.
thank you.
Thanks everybody.
sure.
Thanks for watching and
Bye.
listening. Bye bye.
Tell us what you like and what you don't.
Oh yeah.